Hello and welcome to Politics Today on Channels Television. I'm Charles Eruka. Perhaps the ruling People's Democratic Party's state congresses across the 36 states of the Federation during the past week provided the high point of political activities across the country. Now, in Bayelsa State, the President, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, traveled all the way to his home state to take part in the exercise. Well, there he assured the people of the state of his administration's non-interference in the governance of the state, even at party level. The President made this declaration shortly after the conclusion of the Congress, which took place in the Peace Park in Yenagoa, the state capital. Dr. Jonathan said he was pleased at the manner in which the exercise was conducted and charged the newly elected executives of the PDP in Bayelsa State to ensure maximum unity. On his part, the state governor, Henry Seriake Dixon, also congratulated the new PDP leadership in the state, describing the members as lucky and urging them to sustain the balance of the party under all circumstances.
The PDP underwent, after my election, tremendous reorganization and internal critical self-examination. And we had party caucuses manned by very senior members of our party, helping to advise, helping to coordinate affairs, and assisting us to organize the conduct of affairs of our party. So I want to congratulate you all, and let me also thank you for all the support, all the prayers, and the solidarity that your government has enjoyed and continues to enjoy and will hopefully enjoy from you moving forward.
For the party, I'm quite pleased with the steps taken by the leader of the party at the state level, this is the governor of Bayelsa State so far. That is consultation. And I believe with Sam Enokoba, they will really reorganize the party, create maximum unity, and of course, follow the process of transformation. Because the party has to be very strong for the government to progress. This is a government based on party politics. So the party play a key role in all over the world. A government that is set by a political party must depend on that political party to function. I am not going to interfere with the management of Bayelsa State. That is in the hands of the governor and his team and the party at the state level. I have enormous responsibility to manage the country in Abuja. Why should I begin to think about the affairs of Bayelsa State?
The President giving his word of honor that he will not be interfering in the domestic affairs, so to say, of his own home state. From the Niger Delta to the Middle Belt, or the North Central of the country, in Benue State, the Senate President David Mark reminded newly elected PDP officials in Makurdi, the state capital, that leadership is a sacrifice and a call to service to humanity and not an opportunity for self-enrichment. Senator Mark said leadership requires the ability to manage human and material resources effectively for the general good. He added that all party members should be carried along to avoid disaffection. Now, according to the Senate President, the People's Democratic Party has demonstrated that it has the capacity to conduct its internal affairs democratically. In the PDP State Congress in Benue State, all the former executive members led by Dr. Agbo Emmanuel were returned unopposed. Now, still in the North Central, all members of the Executive Council of the Niger State chapter of the People's Democratic Party have been returned unopposed at the State Congress of the party, which held in Minna, the state capital. The chairman of the Congress monitoring team from the party's headquarters, Alhaji Halilu Gilma, commended the members of the party in the state for the family-like way in which the exercise was conducted.
The The chairman of the Congress monitoring team, Alhaji Halilu Gilma, conducting the elections of the state party executives by a voice vote. With this voice vote, the 28 executive members of the Niger State People's Democratic Party were returned unopposed by the delegates at the State Congress, which held in Mina, the state capital. The re-elected chairman, while thanking the members of the party for the confidence reposed in the leadership of the party, appealed for continuous support.
We are indeed grateful for this confidence that you have reposed on us. It is with humility and deep sense of responsibility that we accept this mandate from you and with full preparation to serve the party better.
Governor Babangida Aliyu used the occasion to inform the delegates that all the national officers of the party from the North Central Zone will be returned unopposed at the Zonal Congress on Wednesday, the 21st of March in Makurdi. He also reminded the executives of the party in the state that they were elected to serve the people.
A party that is concerned with equality, a party that is concerned with the human life. We must be sympathetic to those who cannot solve their problems. We must help them solve it. We must protect those who can solve their problems. We must be the glue to bring Nigerians together.
An INEC official who monitored the event gave a pass mark to the conduct of the election, but said she'll still submit a report to the Commission's headquarters.
The important thing is for parties to be seen as being, people to be seen as being democratically elected, which you have noticed and have taken records here. It's obvious everybody was free. They all conducted their affairs peacefully and democratically.
With the conclusion of the state congresses, the next stage is a national convention which will hold on Saturday, the 24th of March 2012.
Well, if it was a family affair in Niger State and the other previous states mentioned, the situation was vastly different in Anambra State in the southeast of the country, where the State Police Command stopped a faction of the People's Democratic Party from holding their scheduled Congress. Well, the officers said they were enforcing a court order obtained by another faction to stop the conduct of the Congress. Senator Timothy Adudu, chairman of the Congress committee, however, told journalists that he was not aware of any court order, saying he has not received any and was not aware that there was one. All that transpired is captured in this report.
The PDP delegates from the various local government areas in Anambra State came in the hope of participating in the State Congress, but it was not to be. Around some minutes past 10 a.m., a faction of the party in the state, led by a PDP Foundation member, Mr. Tony Munyi, stormed the venue of the Congress and asked the delegates out on the grounds of a court injunction obtained from a federal high court in Abuja, restraining the Congress from holding. He said there were no congresses at the ward level.
PDP in Anambra is at crossroad. Internal affair, internal contradiction. That is why we are seeing Anambra now doesn't have a senator up to today. Some House of Assembly, 5 of them are still in court. Nobody has been sworn. We say no. Let there be Congress. Allow PDP members to elect their leaders from ward.
He also gave reasons why the supposed March 10th World Congress in the state under the former PDP chairman was not constitutional. Even that Congress, he believes, was marred with irregularities.
There was a valid court judgment of FCT High Court, Abuja, that declared Benju Dozo ESCO null and void because that ESCO forged court document allegedly to obtain judgment of FCT High Court by fraud.
Other factional party members supported Mr. Wunye's stand.
There are court order from Abuja High Court that PDP Congress in Anambra State will not be held till further notice.
Police said no Congress because you people should go. There is no security here and we have respected you enough. Don't cause problem in someone's business area.
The team from the party's national secretariat in Abuja, led by Senator Timothy Adudu, said neither the party nor themselves were aware of any injunction.
As a person, I'm not aware of any court order, and I don't believe that the party is aware of any court injunction in respect of that. PDP is a law-abiding party. It observes rule of law, and I'm sure if there was anything to that effect, we will have taken due judicial process.
There is only one PDP. Only one PDP in Anambra State. Is this culture of finding it difficult to follow? But the Constitution of Nigeria is forcing everybody to be lawful.
Despite all the rackets, the Congress later began at the State Party Secretariat, but whether it's constitutional or not, that the court will have to decide.
There is only one PDP, but two different factions in Anambra State. Well, the action shifts from Anambra in the southeast to the federal capital, where Mr. Yunusa Suleiman emerged the chairman of the People's Democratic Party for the Federal Capital Territory. Mr. Suleiman polled 236 votes out of the 242 votes cast by registered delegates from the 6 area councils of the Federal Capital to emerge winner. The Vice Chairman, Samson Galui, the Deputy Chairman, Hamidu Makama, and the Secretary, Yusuf Kua, emerged unopposed in the FCT Congress. The voting process, monitored by over 10 officials from the party's National Secretariat, independent observers, as well as the Independent National Electoral Commission's resident electoral commissioner, was conducted amid tight security towards a process that has been adjudged free and fair.
Well, another page of history has just been opened. You expect to see a party that is disciplined, that will uphold discipline and decorum in the process of conduct of party activities.
Electing people that are liked by the followership, not people that I, as the leader of the party, would come and impose on them. And this is the process we have seen. The new officials should know that the Congress today is just the beginning of another democratic process leading us to the General Congress of the nation. And as host, they would have to play a big role for the PDP and for the nation.
Well, that went largely without incident, but in Lagos State, a little hint of controversy as the People's Democratic Party elected retired Captain Tunji Shele as the party's chairman, despite a purported federal court order restraining the party from holding the state congress. Now, other state executives also emerged from that exercise, which had top party leaders in attendance. And in neighboring Ogun State, in the capital Abeokuta, Chief Bayo Dayo emerged as the new chairman of the People's Democratic Party, while at the state congress, which had some party stalwarts in the state missing. Well, let's take a listen.
Heavy security presence at the secretariat of the People's Democratic Party on Adekunle Fajuyi Road, GRA Ikeja in Lagos State. Delegates are frisked by special security personnel before they are allowed into the premises for accreditation and onward voting. After the procedures and a valedictory speech from the outgoing chairman, Mr. Setonji Koshedo, a party leader, Chief Olabode George, told the delegates of the importance of the exercise.
So what is it we are hustling for? Another 4 years to get people who will manage the party. Manage the party.
However, before voting commenced, 2 aspirants of the chairman's seat announced their withdrawal to support the third candidate's aspiration, which he quickly accepted.
In the interest of my great party, PDP, I'm hereby stepping down for campaign.
This is democracy at its best. I promise to do my best. I promise to carry everybody along. And it's going to be a teamwork. Unfortunately for me, I believe I'm going to have the best team.
The process for electing the other state ESCOs also took place, where Mr. Shakiru Akpeno emerged as the state deputy chairman and Fatai Agbabiaka as the state secretary of the party. Also in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, the process of electing the state executives that will represent the state at the party's National Congress produced Chief Bayo Dayo and Mr. Semiu Shodipo as party chairman and secretary, respectively.
The time is now for every member of our party to unite together, irrespective of our previous labor associations.
However, big names like former President Olusegun Obasanjo, governorship candidate at the last elections, General Idowu Olunrin, retired, and former Speaker Dimeji Bankole were missing at the exercise. It would be recalled that delegates at the local level were elected last week at the World Congresses. Henry Ogunjimi, Channels Television News.
Well, then the situation was also no different in Rivers State, also in the Niger Delta, as the PDP joined their counterparts across the country to vote in credible candidates who will lead the party in their various states in the next 4 years. Now, the Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi congratulated the winners of the State People's Democratic Party's Congress, and while giving the congratulations, Governor Amechi urged the new executives to always protect the interest of the party at all times and also to toe the path of their predecessors. Well, to drive that point home, he said, together with the party chairman, he will meet all those who lost in the elections.